survive, but it's really not. Is it all a lie? We're born to die, we're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right, cause it ain't no lie. Yes, we're born to die. We're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right, cause it ain't no lie. Yes, we're born to die. I was born into life, knowing that I could die. I ain't never took the time to stop thinking that's why. All I did was run around, living my own life. The day I realized was the day I almost lost mine. But that was the third time, and I choose to stay on the grind. Steady trying to get my dime after time. Steady wasting my time, steady doing wrong. But I know I could be out here doing right all along. So here's my song to all of y'all, that I'm going for my change. There's no more sinning for me, man. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt for you to stop and think and maybe do the same. You hear me, man? Cause the evil is uprising every day. The sin is done triple, then that ain't okay. So gon' stop it, man. This ain't no game we play, but it's just that we all call life. And if you don't succeed, you're the only one to blame. So don't worry, cuz.
Good evening. I'd like to start off by apologizing for doing this a little late today, a little later than I wanted to. So I do want to apologize for that before we start. Today we're going to get into chapter 3 of Proverbs, and we're going to discuss the teachings of chapter 3 and what I was taught. Once again, I'd like to thank anybody and everybody that is watching this and has came back to see the next chapter. I want to thank you, and I want to say, please do not stray away, and do come listen, But like I have said, make sure not only do you listen, you go and knock for yourself. You go knock on the door yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Hear, listen, but go do it yourself. Everyone has to. We have to do it all ourselves. But I'm just here to, I guess, to help. I'm here to help you guys. That's it. But let's get to chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes, keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thy hand to do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, Go, and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be promotion of fools. That is chapter 3. And I do ask for the ones that are watching, that you do please open your Bible, read along, and read the words. And not only here, but you have to, knock, let him answer, let him enter your vessel so you can understand what he is trying to say. So, verse 1 through 10, I'm going to reread that, and then we'll go down and break it up. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thy heart, so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. We're going to leave it alone. Lay down. So here in verse 1 through 10, he's speaking to us and telling us to, once you have cried out and he has answered, and he's given you the wisdom and the knowledge, to make sure you secure it in your heart and never let it go. We're going to leave it. Because that wisdom and that knowledge that you get and you obtain and you receive is going to help you throughout the rest of your days here on earth. It's going to bring you rest, peace, joy. You are not going to be of the most that worry of the things of this world, bills, things of those nature. I know we all need them. We all do need them to survive in this world because it is of the world. But God is telling us here in chapter 3 that you don't need to worry about the things of the world. Once you need to worry about his wisdom and his knowledge. You need to seek those things like you seek the things of the world. You need to go and put all the ambition into his wisdom and knowledge to receive those, because those will be far more worth way more than anything you can obtain of this world. It's worth way more than jewels and money. It's worth way more. And if you go and you knock and you seek and he answers, you will see. You will see for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I can only speak what I have experienced and what I have been through. But you won't know until you go put your feet in shoes of the same. They'll never be the same shoes, but you can walk a journey amongst Christ as well and learn. So it says in verse 5, he says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. So you must trust in God with everything you do. Everything you do. Don't try to figure things out on your own, whether it's love, a job, or buying property. Whatever the case is, you must, no matter what it is, you must go to the Lord. Trust in Him. You must go to Him with everything you're going to do. So when you wake up, you talk to Him. When you're going to eat, you talk to Him. Before you go to sleep, you talk to Him. Now, like I say, if you need to, talk to Him all day. I do. I ain't ashamed. Everything you want to do in this world, you can obtain it. You can obtain it two ways. By yourself or through God. By yourself, yeah, you may get it of this world. But what about after this world? You know what I mean? You're going to be a lost soul. Because you rather chase the riches and jewels of this world than the wisdom and knowledge of God. Which this is worth way more than anything of this world. So what I would say is this world and the things you can obtain is fool's gold. It's fool's gold. All the fools will go chase it. Don't be one of them. Don't be a fool. Chase the most precious thing. His wisdom, His knowledge. He'll give it to you, but you have to want it as much as most want the fool's gold. Don't go for the gold, the fool's gold. Go for the wisdom, the knowledge. So he says, trust in Him with all your heart. And do not lean to your own understanding. Do not try and go solve the puzzle by yourself. Go to Him. Whenever you get that time, because, I've done it myself. You sit back and you start thinking, maybe God has spoken to you and He's telling you something. You start thinking on your own and you start trying to put things together. And when you get that feeling, stop. Stop. When you go to start searching, maybe that's how you come across this video. You go to start searching for God. Stop. Don't try and find it through someone else. Don't try and find it through me. Find it for yourself. Stop and go knock. Go knock on the door and find it for yourself. Don't find it through anybody else because they may teach you falsely or they may teach you some righteous things, but then take it with their own understanding and twist it a little. So that's why I always say, and I will always say, don't take my word for it. Go and see yourself. Go knock yourself, So now we go to verse 11 through 20, and it says, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of His correction. For whom the Lord loveth, He correcteth, even as a father the son in whom He delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasance, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath found the earth, by understanding hath He established the heavens. By His knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. So here He's telling us once again, brothers, sisters, when you have it, don't let it go. Do not let it go and hold on to it, for it's going to be the life of you. It is what's going to bring longer days to you. See, we have short days because we are out here doing things on our own. We go to work, we try to obtain things of this world on our own. So therefore we have shorter days. We don't have enough time. Before we know it, we got to go home. We put something in our stomach. We go to sleep. We wake up and we go do the same thing again. There's people out there doing 10, 12-hour days working, slaving away to the world. So He's telling you, once you obtain His wisdom and knowledge, you will not have to be a slave. You will not have to, your days will get longer. You will live joyful, peaceful, happy days and long, and you can just wake up whenever you want, you know. But whenever you want, you know, you can just do whatever you want through Him. Like you can. I don't know how. If there's no other way to break it down, you know. It's black, white, you know. It's clear as written on paper. You live for the world, you waste your days. You live for God, you have longer days. Simple. Because you're not wasting your time for things of this world. You're living for God. And He's telling you how to live. And He's telling you that I'm going to take care of you as long as you keep living for me. I'm going to take care of every one of your needs of this world. So don't worry about them. Don't ever worry. You just trust in me. Seek my wisdom, His wisdom and knowledge, and He's going to, you know, that's what He's telling us. He's telling us to just seek Him, and He will take care of us. That's what I choose to do. I'm seeking. I'm going to, every day. Why would I stray away anymore? I've strayed away too much. You know what I mean? It's now's the time. You know what I mean? He told us in the first and the second chapter, if He does not know you, if He didn't know me, He was turning me away. Yeah, I know Him. Yeah, I was saved. Yeah, I you know, was born again and was forgiven. And I knew the righteous things and His teachings that He taught me in my journey. But I was still living of this world. I still strayed away. I stopped talking to Him. I was, you know, smoking cigarettes and chewing tobacco and the eyes of the adulterer and, you know, and just living for myself in this world and living for the world. He's telling us in the second chapter, yeah, you may know me, but I don't know you. So he basically would have told me no. If I would have died today, he'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, we had a relationship, but you know what I mean? Like, we fell off. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it don't work like that. You can't just, He's telling you, fear Him. He's telling you, don't, He says right here, in verse 11, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of His correction. And then goes to verse 12. For whom the Lord loveth, He correcteth, even as a father the son whom He delighteth. So, He loves us. He's going to keep correcting us. You know, as He's doing now to me, as He's, you know, showing me, like, you know, it's time, you know. Now it's like, well, me personally, I don't want to have to keep on getting corrected. What for? If you know better, why keep doing wrong? Don't cave into sin. You know, because you may say, oh yeah, I was saved and I know God and I was living with Him and yeah, I was falling off, you know, but does He know me? Yeah, I knew Him and yeah, He knew me at one point, but does He really know me now? When I talk to Him, does He answer? Does He come to me? I don't think He does know me. That's why I say it's like with the friendships, you know, the closer you are, the more they answer. The farther you get, the more distance your relationship is. It's the same way with God. And He's telling us in the very first 3 chapters, He's not hiding nothing. He's letting you know right off the rip. This is how it is, you know? And if we don't take that in right now and understand that in these first 3 chapters, will we ever understand it? Will we ever listen? Will we ever do what He wants? I know I'm going to. I'm going to do my best, and He knows I may fall, but I'm going to do my best to correct and be corrected and take the correction and never do it again. That's the whole purpose. Is yes, He knows we're sinners and He will forgive us and He loves us. But if you know what your sin is, do away with it. That's what He's telling us, to do away with it. Don't keep it. Move it. Remove yourself from whatever it is that's making you sin. So if you still, I don't know, if you're drinking, don't hang out with the people that are drinking. Remove yourself from them. So then you will stop drinking. You will listen. You will take the correction. He's trying to give you the wisdom and knowledge to stop doing those things, to remove yourself. If you don't remove yourself, you're not attaining the wisdom and knowledge. You're not listening. So therefore, you're going to go into the ruins. You're going to down the path of destruction. And it's sad because even the ones that, you know, that hear it but they don't want to accept it, those are the ones that are for sure getting denied because they denied him. You know, when I, like, if I'm talking to you and you say, "Yeah, this guy sees," you are the one that he's going to deny right away because you denied him. Don't be one of them. Go see for yourself. Go knock. Start knocking. Don't let it be too late. I can't stress it up. I can't stress it anymore. But I just can't stress it anymore. You know, you just have to knock. You really do. If you want it. If you want it. And if you need somebody to pray for you, to help you, ask. Don't be afraid. Ask. I will pray. I'll pray for anyone. Please, just ask. So verse 21 to verse 35, he says, "My son, let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy shall sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thy hand to do it. So say not unto thy neighbor, Go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm." Okay, so that's verse 21 through 30. I'm going to stop right there, and then we'll pick up the last 5. So he's saying, you know, don't depart. Do not depart away from him. Once you start receiving, you know, he answers the door, which he will. Once he sees you wanting, he answers that door. Don't do like me. Don't obtain all this wisdom and knowledge and not use it. Don't just let it sit away, because you can still go to destruction. You can as much as I got rid of my first class ticket to hell, and he gave me the wisdom and knowledge, I can get that first class ticket to hell right back, because now I've obtained his wisdom and knowledge. But what good is it if I don't do anything with it? What good is it if I don't help correct others, if I don't help bring them back to him and let them truly understand? If I truly know his wisdom and knowledge, what good am I if I don't speak out? If I don't go and tell the ones that may think they're doing right, but they're not? What good am I? I'm just like any other lost soul. I'm no good to him. So therefore, if I don't do it now, it's away with you. Bye. You deny me, I deny you. That's basically what he's saying. It's as harsh as it sounds. It's truth. It's reality. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm not going to be the one who says bye. Not happening. So he's saying, keep it with you. You know, and don't be scared of whatever fear may come. You know, you may see the things to come. Don't be afraid of it. It's okay. He has us. Trust in him. Trust in him. That's what he's gonna. Throughout the whole thing, the whole Bible. Trust, 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 trust. That's what faith is. If you believe, you will trust, right? You can't trust something you don't believe, right? So your faith is strong enough, you're going to have the most trust with him. And the more you trust him, the stronger your faith becomes. You know, you need the two. The two, they go hand in hand. So trust him. He's going to test you. He's going to see how much do you trust me. He's going to test you. He's going to see if you're going to make it or break it. Are you going to make your faith stronger, or are you going to break your faith and be like, you know, and give up? Nothing's going to be easy. It's just like if you went to go do this out on your own in this world and you want to obtain something on your own, It was not going to be easy. You're going to put in a lot of hours and a lot of time to go do it. It's the same with him. But this is promised. It is all promised at the end. The things of the world, you may waste 5 years trying to start a business and it may never even work. You wasted time. This is promised. You don't waste time with this. There's no wasted time. In fact, you get more time. He's telling us here in chapter 3, your days become longer. My days become longer. They're pretty long. Do I waste them? Sometimes I do. I do waste my days, and I shouldn't.
We're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right, cause ain't no lie, yes, we're born to die. We're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right, cause it ain't no lie, yes, we're born to die. So you heard my first verse. Did you hear it well? Well then don't dwell, cause you might end up in that black curse. I'm not headed to hell, cause you fail, and you can't fail. But you have to take that trail, cause you deserved it. Oh well, no, that's wrong. Ain't you been listening to this song? Okay, so you been choosing to do wrong all along. Well, gone, make the change, gonna do them right things. Cause you know right from wrong, you've been smart all along. So pray, go to the Lord, man. Beg for forgiveness, cause you chose to sin again. Give him your heart, believe, stay righteous and pray. I know the road is bumpy, long and curvy, but it'll lighten the way. Plus light your way. I know firsthand, cause the name is showed it low and I'm here and I say, see, life's good, but eternal life is even better. Because that's what he's promised us when we die and if we make it to heaven. We're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right, cause it ain't no lie, yes, we're born to die. We're born to die. Living life, just fighting to survive. So live it right.